everybody. Welcome to the program. I'm Chann, and once again, please, before we start the show tonight, I want you to subscribe to the channel, The Chann Show on YouTube. Subscribe and share it with family and friends everywhere, all right? Tonight, today, this morning, whatever time you get this show, this is part 2 of a very special show that I wanted to do and we talked about doing. So Chaka Khan is back. Thank you, Chaka.
I'm back.
She's back.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're in town working on recording.
My new CD, yeah.
And with Sia and you, right?
Well, Sia's singing. We're singing together, doing some stuff together. She is just the best writer on the planet to me. I mean, for me.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to lyrics, for me. I guess, and she explained it. I said, you know, you're like singing me, killing me softly with your words, you know. And she said, well, I guess maybe it's because I've been listening to you forever.
So she gets
you. So she doesn't know. She gets me, yeah.
Because you can write some hell of a lyrics yourself.
Oh, yeah, I do write. I'm not a bad writer either.
No, you're not a bad writer at all.
Thing is, it's just nice to see another person's point of view. And it's somebody that's plugged in like she is. She's really plugged into me like that.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to hear, you know.
So when you're looking for a song outside yourself with other writers and musicians, what's the first thing that you look for?
Complete thoughts and sentences. Work. They really work well.
A complete thought and sentence.
Yeah. Yes. You know, fundamentally, if they just come with the correct grammar for me, it's a big deal. You'd be surprised. Maybe you wouldn't, but it's a big deal.
I know that when you like to tell stories through your voice, the word love, you don't want to be head on like love.
No.
Give me something that says this poetry.
Yeah, life
type of thing.
I'm more a life person.
Yeah.
Which is all inclusive.
Yeah.
I think. So love is also included.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't like to focus. I'm not like hard drive love, you know, with songs. I just think it's incomplete. It's incomplete sort of thought process to just focus on one thing.
Melody is a big part for you also,
yeah,
because
really
of your vocalizations on how you interpret.
Yeah, well, you know, I like certain melodies and certain what would it be called? Certain colors.
Right.
A color of a song.
Right.
Like I'm more of a purple, green, you know, some orange, maybe burnt orange, burnt.
Buoyant orange.
Yeah. But I like still waters that run deep. You know, that's if I was gonna picture a song, it would be like an underwater shot. You know, and sort of slow-mo with quick fish going through it. You know what I mean? So you can imagine that.
So do you relate this? I know this is slightly off left, but you and I will get this and hope the audience will get it also. Mermaids.
Yeah. They're a real thing. They're a real thing.
Do you relate to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm a cryptozoologist. I like cryptozoology, you know, period. And I know that a lot of stuff, the stuff of fairy tales and the stuff, you know, that we learn when we're little, when we're young, and we're open-minded to that stuff, and we completely lose it, excuse me, when we
get older,
start growing up and become practical.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's the same mystical world today, right now, wherever you are. that it was when you were first born.
That's right.
Yes, it's even more mystical now. Actually, it just gets more mysterious and more mysterious.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and it's getting more defined also because between light and the dark, the way the Earth and the planet and the universe is going, and where we are as human beings on this planet, people are choosing sides.
That's right. They're picking a hard left or a hard right.
Pretty
Pretty much.
right,
Yeah.
right. And it's real.
It's come to that. Yeah, but it's always been there. It's always been there. We just have not felt, for some reason, like we're on the front line. But we are the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until your spirit is threatened.
There you go. Takes a threat.
Yeah, it takes a threat. Unfortunately, it takes a threat to your existence,
to make a decision.
To make a decision.
A hard decision.
Yeah. To where you want to be and how you want to be.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But the universe has always been speaking to us. Like we talked before about the universe, but so many people are so layered up and not be able to hear.
Well, their focus is in the wrong place. Focus. The material world is very real to us. And we make it what it is. We create that. But when you have the occasion in life to step outside of what you've created around you, the accoutrement that you have holding you up and whatever, it's a good thing. It's refreshing. And for me, it's refreshing. To a lot of people, it's frightening, and I can see where they'd be frightened. I mean, it is also it throws you for a loop.
Yeah.
If you've been like caught up in this, in making money and materialism, that materialistic thing will take you. It's hard to come out of for a lot of people.
So, as a little girl, were you spiritually plugged in, or did you become spiritually plugged in later on?
I think I was plugged in from the start. Yeah, and I've made it I made a conscious effort throughout my life to hold on to, to the little girl.
Yeah.
And the eyes of the young girl.
A lot of people don't understand that part. That there is a little Yvette Marie Stevens that exists in Chaka Khan, in the adult Chaka Khan, that has to be taken care of.
Yeah.
So she can take care of the
older part.
The older part. And I think some people, and I could be wrong about this, Chaka, is that some people as adults connect on the child level, on our little level. We like to play with one another and have fun and be in love, little boy, little girl love. And sometimes that's the thing that will sustain the adult us.
Yeah. It's those little things. It's those the beginnings of you.
Yes.
That sustain you throughout life.
Yeah, which is the pure part of you.
Yes, it is. The most honest.
Yes.
Most pure part of you.
And I think that might be the reason why you like babies and kids.
Oh, absolutely. I'd rather be in a room full of babies and kids.
I've seen it.
Than one adult.
Yeah. I've seen the Easter egg hunts at your place.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the
a
kids.
lot of stuff with young people.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah. And it keeps us
grounded.
Yes.
It's a grounding.
Yeah. And younger also.
Look, these young people are still, untainted to a large degree. These phones, however, are not helping the situation.
Social media is not helping.
Yeah. But when you can tap into the pure heart and the angel in them, because they're fresh.
Yes.
They're fresh from the place.
Yes.
They still got their little wings and stuff, and they're angels. And I really get that. I really feel that when I'm around a bunch of kids. And that's why I love to be around children too. You know?
You've seen, you ever hold a baby or see a baby that's probably about 3 months, 4 months old,
Mhm.
and they're asleep, but they're cracking up
Oh
sleep
yeah,
because they're still connected to the other side.
yeah. But
And
we do the same thing. I mean, we laugh we do stuff in our sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
Astro travel.
Yeah. That's what they're doing. They're just doing it. And
But they're really connected to this because they just came from the other
they
side.
just came. Yeah, they're still connected in a profound way. In
Yes.
a way that
Yeah.
they'll never be connected again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, you know, when you see a child, a little baby looking at something across the room, tracking something.
That's right.
Yeah.
That you can't see.
Yeah.
But
Pay
they
attention.
can see.
That's absolutely right. Pay
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're special little beings.
Yes, they are.
I mean, and we're the same person. We're special little beings.
But you know, life has put stuff on us, and we've taken stuff on ourselves that we become so packed and layered with stuff,
saturated with
stuff that we lose the pureness of what we came here with and for.
Yeah, right now we're living we're living in fear of one another.
True.
That's some scary stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad enough that we weren't having conversations and eye contact and all that wonderful stuff because of the social media.
Right.
It's sad enough that that's been a big barrier for us. But now there's this fear thing of fear of one another. Whoever's doing this job on us is doing a good job.
They've done a great job.
They're still doing a good job. Yeah.
A great job, especially on Black folk, and especially on women. Period. Across the board.
Absolutely.
You know, but there's a shift afoot that will change this whole thing. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose some people.
Oh yeah.
In the shift.
Yeah. There's always, what do you call it? In any battle. Yeah. In any battle.
Some innocent standby. Yeah, some innocent folks will lose lose their issues.
That's true.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I got something for you. Because we spoke about someone that you knew that you helped out. And I found
you got your bag.
I got my bag of goodies. So you got to be careful with this, but this is for you.
Oh my!
You got to when you open it up.
Oh dear. Just to Chaka from Chann.
Yes.
I like that. It's got a ring to it. Very nice. Okay, did you lick it and everything?
No, I didn't lick it.
I don't know what I have to go through to get in here.
No, I didn't lick it.
Because it's not easy. Maybe you could open it.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to tear up anything.
Yeah, but it's...
You said be careful with it. That I knew right there that was not my spot.
It's not your spot? So you can take this back to the new house.
Okay.
And use it. So I'll have you take it out.
All right.
It's very fragile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep that
in
in mind.
It speaks of your past.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Fred. I knew it was Fred Hampton. I knew that. It's an old Panther newspaper.
Right.
Where did you find this?
Aha!
Do you just hold on to stuff like that?
I find stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. Archival stuff like that. Because I use it for my documentaries.
This is amazing.
Yeah. And I thought about you.
This. It's not giving me a date here. It's been in the 60s or 70s.
Oh, definitely.
70s.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
60s, perhaps.
Definitely. And look how much it costs. It costs 25 cents.
Wow. Yes. The price is right there.
Yeah. The Black Panther.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I just pulled out a book of his life story. I didn't know I had it. Yeah. I looked in my library there, and there it was. Wow.
So.
Oh, look at that.
It's huge.
It's amazing. I should get this laminated or something.
Yeah.
Each page laminated because this is.
So they're both for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Archives.
This is some great artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, laminated
and the stories, are from our day.
Yes.
In the 60s. when the Black Panthers were doing their thing.
This is 1970 right here.
Yeah, in Oakland and Chicago.
This is Oakland.
Yeah.
I think in Oakland.
Huey.
Yeah, Huey P. Newton.
Huey P. Newton. My Aquarian brother.
Yes.
My Aquarian brother.
Oh, this is fabulous. I'm scared to open it. I'm just going to have to wait until I get home because I don't want to. I want to see what's inside, but I don't want to. I'm not that one. But I'm going to get this laminated. That's what I'm going to do. I'll see right here. Somebody told us something that they wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I knew that.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
This is something special.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to get this fixed up so that it's worthy of my fingers.
Yes.
Because my fingers going through some stuff. It's a whole other thing. Great. Thank you so much, Chann.
You're very welcome,
I
sweetie.
appreciate this.
You're
really.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
I'll put it here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's changed hands, so I'll put it over here now.
Yeah. So
The mic.
Historical stuff for the iconic woman.
Yes, I love history. I'm a history buff. I love history.
Yeah. There's one thing I wanted to ask you about in Chicago. What made you run away?
My life. My life at the time was not conducive to what
You're only 16, 15 years old.
Yeah, I ran away from home at 16. And I found my dad, who I hadn't seen in 8 years. So that was the reason for that move. I think,
Well, Charles had left.
Yeah,
your mom,
he'd been gone.
Your mom and dad had split up.
I'd seen him in 6 or 8 years, something like that. And he had remarried in 2009. And my cousins always knew where he was. So when I ran away, with my dog, first I had my dog Mimi with me at first, and I finally had to take her back to my mom because they were tight. But I ran away with my dog, and I was in a phone booth, and I called my cousin, and I asked, do you know where my dad is? Do you have his phone number? And he gave me his phone number, and I called. And my stepmom, who I'd never met, answered. And when I called, I said, "Hello, is Charles there? Is Charles Stevens there?" She said, "No, he's not here. But who is? This must be Yvette." She knew it was me. I said, "Yeah, it is." So she said, "Where are you?" I said, "Well, I'm on the run." She said, "Well, run this way." run this way. And so I did. I think I even walked there. From 79th Street to the 50th, 53rd or something like that. And it was a great reunion. I didn't leave. I just stayed there.
You stayed there?
And then my sister ended up coming there. We went to school as we started doing our Hyde Park experience with the high school situation and stuff. We started out there, in grammar school. And we came back to...
So Mark was with your mom?
Yeah. And Tammy as well. Tammy was there too.
But Tammy
was newborn.
She was new.
Yep.
Yeah, she was
new.
She was baby new.
She was baby new.
She was baby new.
Yep.
Yes. She was like this.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, she was a little golden child.
Yes, it was a stroller.
Yeah.
Stroller baby.
Yeah.
And now she's managing her sister again.
Yeah, well, yeah. We're business
partners.
Business partners.
Business partners.
Yeah,
yeah.
partners.
Business partners again.
Yeah. And we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job.
Yeah.
She always has.
Yeah. So, turmoil as a teenager for a lot of us.
It's the normal thing. It's the norm.
To rebel.
It's the norm. Turmoil is...
But, you got the hormonal thing going on. You got the environmental thing going on. You got everything pulling at you. And you're like, listen, I need to just do me.
Oh, when I left Chicago. Yes, that was the feeling.
Yeah, I need to do me and get out.
Yeah, then I was about 17, 18. Yeah. Yeah, I needed to. Yeah, I was caught up with a lot of people. Um, you know, that were just coming out of the hippie movement and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
didn't have any vision really.
Mm-hmm.
And with my music, as far as my music was concerned, I had a very big vision about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have any plans, but I did have plans, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, I just got to follow this,
Mm-hmm.
and see it through and make sure that I have put everything I have into it, give it what I got
So
and see what happens.
did you ever get any spiritual help in terms of going to a spiritualist? It's like, listen, Yvette, this is where you're going to be.
No,
This is
no,
no.
I wasn't good enough.
So this is basically all inside
Listen
of
to
you.
myself, yeah. Yeah, I was listening to myself
Mm-hmm.
because myself was talking.
A rebel with a cause.
Yes, I definitely had a cause.
Mm-hmm.
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 Yeah. I was an ex rebel, but a rebel nonetheless. A rebel with another fight.
Yeah. But you've always
age.
been, to me, a fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm still a rebel.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, fighting still.
But I think there's two sides
Yeah.
to you. There's this really, really beautiful soft side of you, little girl side.
Yeah.
And there's the mommy side.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the other side that, like, listen, I'm not to be effed with
Right.
today.
Exactly.
And I'll take your head off.
Bam. It's about, how you communicate with people. You have to. My father, he was very hardcore on eye contact.
On eye contact?
Oh, yes.
Well, that's what daddies do. That's what daddies do.
Yeah.
It's eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy may hit you with something.
Yeah.
But daddy's eye contact will break you down.
I mean, he popped me upside the head.
Yeah.
Don't ever.
Yeah.
Not give me your eyes when you're talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. Not only is he willing to go there with it, he's making sense. I said, yeah, I feel that. I get that. And I've had to repeat that several times to many people throughout my life.
Yeah, oof.
Yeah, I've had to go there, with a lot of people. It's interesting how something like eye contact is a really hard thing.
Most people can't do it.
For people to do, yeah.
Especially these kids today, because of social media, they can't do it.
Looking at a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you don't have that kind of connection, eye contact, there's nothing else personal you could possibly do. I mean, you can't. There's no romance without eye connection.
True.
How can you truly love
Somebody's
somebody?
finding a way without eye.
Well, that is probably
a lot of babies.
Well, that's just sex.
Yeah.
And I don't need to see you.
That's very true.
But romance and love,
real love,
which is the thing that's lacking.
Very true.
With these young people is that when's the last time they heard a slow record?
Who knows?
Do these young people even do slow records anymore?
I don't know, because I'm not real plugged into what kind of music they're putting out. These kids.
Tell me what you think. You think these young kids do slow music anymore?
I think they have their slow jams.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard a couple. I mean, I'm not looking for it. I'm not trying to hear what they're hearing.
Yeah.
Or anybody for that matter.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a great listener. But of music, I do music, so it's not. But I do when I plug into like my daughter and my kids, and they're adults now, but I've been plugging into them,
So you don't really listen to anybody else?
I know, when I want to hear something for myself, I have very staid and very fixed stuff that I listen to because it's work for me
to listen to somebody else.
To music. Yeah. I can't just listen to it, let it take me away. There's some things that I do have that I put in when I need to leave and just be taken away. I can trust the music for that. You know, there's music. There's not a lot of music I can trust to do that for me.
In terms of new music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, you're more so new than old. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's some new music too that handles it. I mean, like, I just one of the new groups I really like to listen to that really does give me peace is the Coyote, the Australian group. Hiatus Coyote.
Hiatus Coyote?
Yeah. I really love her voice. I like, they're like a trio. You know, and I got to see them when I was in Saudi Arabia about a month ago, and she's up there singing, holding a flying V. She's playing a flying V guitar and singing. I'm like, whoa, can we get any weirder than that?
Really?
You know, they're just amazing. She's an amazing artist, and they all are amazing together. They're serious. You can trust them. You know, I put them on. I say, oh, I ain't got to deal with this. I don't have to even try to nitpick or nothing with this.
You trust it?
Yes. I trust them. They all put it down. They're not playing. It's beautiful to hear that kind of seriousness.
Because I've never known you to go to somebody else's concert.
No, that's not what I like to do. Music is not the way. I don't use music to escape. You know, en masse, en masse with a lot of friends. That's not what, that's not what I do. TV is my escape.
Yeah.
A movie. Good movies are.
Speaking of that.
Yes.
Our first offering this evening is. Are you a fan, or what do you know about this?
Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird? Are you kidding me? I watch that at least twice a year.
Gregory Peck and Brock Peters.
My God, are you kidding me?
What a great movie, huh?
Great movie, a beautiful, deep movie.
Yeah.
Kids involved. Atticus.
Yes. Atticus.
Yes, honey. I love Gregory Peck.
Yeah, Peck is.
He's you can tell he's a very in-depth human being.
Yes.
A deep thinker, a deep feeler.
Yeah.
Wonderful human being. You can just tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems like Peck he crossed color lines. He didn't care whatever the project.
He did not give a damn.
Yeah.
And he was evolved.
Yeah.
He's an evolved human being. Yeah. Yes. And that's why I loved him as an actor.
And Brock Peters was powerful.
Brock Peters, always amazing.
I miss him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do miss his presence.
Good friend of mine.
I didn't know him.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
I'm sure he was. You can tell.
Yeah, he was.
You can tell good people.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Everybody, kids.
So we move on to the second one.
Okay. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte. Yes. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte. Charlotte, don't you cry. This is some crazy stuff.
You're right.
It's a good cuckoo movie.
It's a good
because
cuckoo movie.
Whenever you look at a movie with these two women in it.
Yes.
Oh, this one woman, Betty Davis. You know you're in for a ride anyway. So this is a
Fasten your seatbelts. You're in for a bumpy ride.
A fine movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
When's the last time you saw that, Chaka?
Maybe a couple years, 2-3 years. Yeah. But I saw To Kill a Mockingbird this year already. I've seen it. When I first moved into that new place, I saw it, and it was on my list of stuff. And I said, let me look at this right now.
Yeah.
I need to see this right now.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. Great book.
Did you see this? A Soldier Story with Howard Rollins?
Maybe I haven't. It's possible
with Denzel and everybody. And
I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen it.
Great piece of work.
I'll have to look at this. I'll have to see this.
Yeah. A Soldier Story. Great picture. Great work. Howard Rollins was just a great actor. They had said that he was going to be the next Sidney Poitier. But brother did not last long enough to
That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. He didn't last, but a great actor, Howard Rollins.
There are quite a few great actors that have died this past year. That one guy that was in the H.P. Lovecraft thingy.
Yes. Yes.
That brother.
Yeah.
He was no joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was looking forward to seeing more of him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. People have been leaving the planet.
Totally compelling.
Yes.
That's all they can say. I love that.
So last one is this.
In the Heat of the Night. Yes, I love this movie. It's a great movie.
It's
great movie.
The one and only Sidney Poitier.
But he could do no wrong.
Yeah.
This man, he was such an honest, wonderful human being. And I did get to meet him. I know him. I did get to.
You met Sidney?
Yeah. I had lunch with him. I told him, I said,
What?
I need to talk to you about some stuff. And he told me where we could meet. And somewhere in Beverly Hills. And the restaurant, his favorite place.
Right.
And I went and they had a table, his table and everything. And I went, I
Probably
asked
Mr.
him about
Childs.
doing something with me. So I forgot what it was.
You and Sidney doing something together?
Yeah, we were talking about, there was something I had, some brain, I don't know, I forgot what it was. Was it what? For my foundation. It's something for the foundation. But it was something that we were going to, I had this brainstorm that we could do something together with our craft. And he let me know, he said, look, I'm too old. I'm old. I'm not trying to work right now. You'll get here. He said, this will happen to you. It's yet to happen to me. You know, I have fleeting moments of that. They don't stick, you know, yet. But he told me no uncertain terms. He says, as much as I'd love to do something, you know, with you, for this wonderful cause, he just came too late. But he's a lovely man.
Yeah, Sidney was
a lovely man.
Yeah, that's one of my buddies.
Yeah, I love him. I loved him. He was
very supportive.
Yes.
You know, very supportive. People say other things, but you know,
whatever.
You know, but the thing is that you know you don't know people till you know people.
That's right.
So if people let you in, then you know.
Then you know. That's it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I know a little different story about him than that. So. Black and white movies, 60s, 70s. Any foreign movies, or did you just like, you know,
Yeah, there's there's some foreign movies that I did get off into, especially when I lived in Germany.
I was gonna say when you lived in Germany, you
I got into some nice stuff. I just can't remember anybody's names.
Were they the old movies from the 60s and 70s?
Yes, a lot of them were.
Yeah.
Some were even older than that. I got off into this one guy with
were they black and whites?
Yeah, cinematography. I got into German cinematography.
Oh my God.
Big time with the shadows and some real amazing cinematography is happening. It's been happening since the 30s. And that one movie about civilization and the robots and that.
The one German filmmaker.
Great. Great film. Yeah. And you know, archival. Yeah, but I love black and white, period. I'm just a black and white fan. Anyway, yeah. So when I see a master of shadows, yeah, it really...
Yeah, shadows and light, that's the thing for us as a director. I mean, I watch, when I watch a film for like 6, 7 different times for 6 and 7 different reasons.
Yeah.
You know, watching the lighting, watching the editing, watching the acting, you know, watching the blocking, the directing, you know, the writing, you know, you break it down. But sometimes I have to step away from all of that and just try to enjoy the piece. Yeah.
As a whole.
And not do the artist thing and
do the work.
Do the work. And I study.
See, that's how I am with music. I'm like that with music.
You study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm studying and I'm you know, critiquing or whatever. You know, but and I have to really make an effort to enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have moments where you're just like, you know what, I'm not going to study, but I just want to
Yeah.
just listen
Mm-hmm.
to.
Yeah. And often it happens without me. It happens by surprise. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, look at the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's playing the song, the song comes on somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I listen to it, and I say, oh, wow, this is beautiful. when it all comes together. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Instead of
So
trying to pick and piece it together and trying to make a
does this
critique.
does this on your list?
But of course, Music of My Mind and Hotter Than July,
Come on,
those
Stevie
two.
Wonder.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, I have to call. I have to call him soon. Because I want him to do something with me on my new CD. There's a song
Oh,
I have in mind for us to do together.
oh,
It
yes,
would be
yeah.
fabulous. Mm-hmm.
I, I've always said this, and I don't know if you remember me saying this. I've said it publicly a couple of times. My two muses in life are you and Stevie.
Oh, it's big for me.
My two muses in life are
Wow.
you and Stevie, and in being the muses that I need to move forward creatively. But it's just not in one genre that I do in terms of maybe I'm writing music. It's not just that, but it also helps me in writing a film
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah, it crosses. Yeah,
in
I
in
feel
in,
you.
in my in my painting also when I'm
Mm-hmm.
painting.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, I'll
Mm-hmm.
listen to you
Mm-hmm.
in Rufus when I'm painting,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I'll listen to Stevie when I'm writing
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on the mood I'm trying to create in a scene,
Mm-hmm.
I may go to you for something. I may go to Steve, or I
Yeah,
might go to Miles, or
Miles, he's my
yeah.
favorite to go
And if I don't,
go to.
yeah, and then you know, but Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
Ella,
Mm-hmm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
Nancy, um, even Ellington,
Duke, yeah.
because if I want something that's kind of sophisticated
Mm-hmm.
and that sort of thing, I will go to him and he'll give me that 40s 50s thing that I'm
Yeah.
looking for.
You don't do the high-minded, high
Yes,
thoughts.
yeah,
Yes.
but the same thing comes
From so many artists, I'm sure.
from you
Yes.
too. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yeah. I mean, it's like
Depends.
it's
Yeah.
it's inspiring,
Mm-hmm.
and I just think that I was like, what would I do if I didn't have you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Who would I be?
Interesting.
Who would I not be?
Wow.
You know. So who
That's a good
inspires?
thought
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful thought.
because I've never thought of it from that angle before. I never thought the absence of what would be here in place. What would I have in that place? Like, Joni took me through a lot of
Joni Mitchell.
tours. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. On bus tours.
Yeah.
You know, um, she was making a lot of sense
Mm-hmm.
with her lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Grounding
Yes.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Sly
Oh my God.
on Loose Booty and
Yeah.
you're kidding. I mean, the old Sly too, but I'm saying that I love more than anything. I love that Loose Booty CD. you know, those two CDs that he did,
Mm-hmm.
black and white, kicking up in the air, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stan.
oh my God, was Stan one of them? I don't recall, but there were
There's a
two
ride going on.
right going on. Yes, my God,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I love that part, that stage of him
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that he's putting out
Yeah.
was really, really
Some messages.
meaningful. Yes, yes,
But that was a time of messages.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. But yeah,
Stand. I mean, you couldn't get any better
no,
than
you couldn't
that.
get any better than that. No.
You know, protest songs. Janis
Mm-hmm.
Joplin.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, you had Carlos Santana doing his thing.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know,
That was a
Graham
very
Funk Railroad.
yes. Those were amazing times.
Yeah, they were.
Amazing times.
They were.
Mm-hmm.
And I sometimes I hate to talk about the past but it's like
Yeah, I don't get lost in the past. We can talk about
yeah, yeah.
just come about that. You see me shaking people that I know that be living in the past. Yeah, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
You can't do the past and do the future at the same, and do the present at the same time.
Yeah. It get confusing, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, confusing. Confusing. Very.
So, but I'm going to do 3 more things, and tell me where you were with this one.
Yeah. Scavullo shot this.
Yes.
That I'll never forget.
So was that a challenging?
No, it took 5 minutes.
Really?
Because I just look, it's a face shot, so it's the same shot.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The same roll of film. So I said, yeah, use Scavullo. It shouldn't be a lot. It should be simple. I mean, I'm not Grace Jones,
But classic.
It's a classic shot.
It's a classic shot.
Great shot. Black and white. I was very happy about that.
Yeah. And you look beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Tear it up. Me and Arif were tearing it up.
Yeah.
Arif and I were tearing it up.
That song right there with Steve Ferroni on drums.
Yeah, baby. This is when the stuff was hot and new.
Yes,
sir.
And Willie Lee's on bass.
Best in the West. Yeah, Best in the West and all that. Yeah. Yes. Willie's
on bass.
Yeah, that's right. I had a lot of great people.
Yeah, New York players.
That keyboard player that died, what's his name? He played on Love Is Falling on Me.
Mm-hmm. Love that song.
His name. He was amazing.
Yeah. So
Bebop medley, yeah.
So this
Pass It On, Lomi wrote that.
Yeah, Pass It On.
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mark's on there, right?
Oh, Mark's all over all my Arab stuff.
Yeah.
All those CDs. He's doing backgrounds, doing something on everything. Yeah, pretty much.
So did you have a good time doing this record, or did you?
I had a great time working with Arif, period.
Right.
Those are the times that I really did enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the most in my musical career.
As a great producer. I mean, probably one of the best producers that ever lived.
Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree.
As far as I'm concerned.
We used to
especially for you. And we talked about the differences, and when you came vocally with something, he's like, wait a minute, that doesn't fit there. Like, no, it does fit there because I'm hearing it. You're hearing it.
Yeah, that's what we argued about. Arif and I used to argue about that.
About tones.
About the right notes.
The right notes.
I put on background vocals, and I put a triad down, 3 notes. Mm-hmm. And for my backgrounds, and I mean, with every CD, every album, or every CD we did, there was something we argued about. Because he said, it sounds correct, but it's not correct. I said, well, come on now.
It sounds correct.
Kick me a break, because he's talking about written music. Mm-hmm. He's a conductor.
Right.
So he lives in that world.
Right.
In that space.
Right.
Where the written word, the written note is king. Mm-hmm. But to me, the written note means less than everything.
Yeah.
So we were juxtaposed. We were like at 2 different ends of the spectrum there on that.
Yeah.
And
but whatever you did, it worked.
Yeah, it worked, and it was right. It was correct. Because the written music is not correct.
Yeah.
Music is about what you're hearing. Mm-hmm. It's not about what you're reading. Mm-hmm.
And about the feel also.
Yeah. It's
if it feels right,
it's right.
It's right.
So that was all. We used to have one argument per CD about whether I was singing the proper notes.
The proper note.
And I was asking, and I didn't argue by saying that. Well, does it sound good? It sounds fabulous. It's magnificent. Then what are we talking about?
It's just not on paper. The note is just not on paper.
And that stuff goes deep.
Yeah.
With those people that read music.
Yeah.
I respect the musician that doesn't know how to read music.
Yeah, you told me.
Like Miles, he didn't read music.
Yeah. A lot of folks that didn't read music.
A lot of folks don't. You don't need to read music. Read for what? Read a book. Why don't you?
So recording in New York versus recording in LA.
It was great. It was much better.
Much better?
Oh, come on. There's much more spirit there. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a place in New York. At that time we were working, you could still We walk down the street on 42nd Street
Mm-hmm.
and go downstairs, you know,
Right.
see what's down there.
Yeah, right.
And it's usually a jazz club.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody amazing was playing.
Yeah.
I remember we went, I was walking down 86th Street, and when I lived on the Upper West Side, and
That's
I
where I
just
used to
moved.
live.
Yeah, that's where I lived.
I lived on 86 in Central Park.
Well, I lived on 86 in Riverside.
The other, the other way. Yeah.
But I stayed on the Upper West Side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had many places
Yeah.
on the Upper West Side
Right.
during my tenure in New York.
Yes.
And 7th Avenue South.
That's right. The club.
We were passing by. I didn't know the club existed.
Mhm.
I was walking by and I looked at who was playing. I said, "Oh, it's a club and they have live music."
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at who plays there. And when I saw Steve Gills at this, Anthony Jackson's name was on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Steve Gadd's name.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's Jaco Pastorius' name was on it. People that jammed up in there.
Didn't the Brecker Brothers own that club?
No, this woman and this 7th Avenue South. Yes, so they did. The Brecker Brothers and what's her name? I got it mixed up. That's downtown. The Brecker Brothers
7th Avenue
downtown.
South was downtown.
Yeah, I was talking about uptown.
So
I got the wrong name.
McKell's.
That's what I'm thinking. McKell's.
McKell's is uptown.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking McKell's.
Okay.
Those are my two clubs, 7th Avenue South and McKell's.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I went to a lot of other clubs,
Mm-hmm.
but serious clubs and see serious music and do serious jamming with serious artists.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two places you pretty much go to. I mean, there are other places too, but
So
I didn't.
So we talked about this, and Tammy and I talked about this also.
Mm.
The recording of that jazz thing that you guys did in the club, but you guys can't find it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what recording.
Tammy, you remember we talked about this?
Which jazz?
You guys did a live jazz
New York?
thing.
We did.
Yeah.
Just bad timing.
And
You know, because
I was going to come
I'm sure
that
it
night.
was some good stuff came out of that. You know,
Yeah.
but other stuff was not intact. That's all. You know,
Yes.
it takes everything to be intact
Yes,
to
it does.
bring something to fruition like
Yes, it does. This one, CK album.
that. It's a good album. I like this one. Yes, one Miles is all over. Try to play on every track on here. I said, no, you can't play on all the songs. I love you, but you can't play on all the songs.
Let me play on this.
You want to play everything. I think we just said at the end, just let them play.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just take it off. We'll just take what we need, you know.
Mhm.
But, yeah, Soul Talking. I don't even remember what it sounds like.
So that's Bobby McFerrin
So that's God.
when Soul Talking.
This is my party. Eternity, that's Prince.
It's my turn. It's my party.
Sticky Wicket.
Sticky Wicket.
And Prince.
Yeah.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fun album. We had fun.
Doing this one.
Yes. There's a lot of fun doing this album. Baby Me, Brenda Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Were You Tonight? What's his name? Bass player. Oh, we put on I'll Be Around. That's nice.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That.
Sticky Wicket. I loved that.
So you do
End of a
you
Love Affair, and we delivered End of a Love Affair as well.
in the show?
And I'll Be Around on the CD.
Okay. Do you do it in the show?
We're going to do it in the show.
In the new show.
Upcoming show, yes. Mhm.
So will you do I'll Be Around with the orchestra this summer?
Mm-hmm. Yep. We're going to be doing the songs from the CD, the CK Chaka, but Classic Khan CD.
So Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah.
That sort of.
To Serve with Love.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Did you do Alfie?
No, but we should put that in.
You
That'd
should
be
do
a great
Alfie.
song because I do Alfie.
Yeah.
I do a good job at Alfie.
Yeah. I'm sure you could.
I haven't recorded it. I should have. Yeah, that would have been smart.
Never too
This
late.
is a great album. I love this album. I had fun, a lot of fun on doing this album.
So
With great people, with people that I love to be with. Benson, Davis, McFerrin, Prince, Brenda Russell, of course, and Stevie Wonder.
Right. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Last one up.
And this one, you know, there are things about this album I really love. There's some things about this album I'm not really crazy about.
So what are you not crazy about?
Well, we were running out of stuff to do by the time Arif and I, we had lost something that we were looking for. That's the feeling I get from this CD, this album. The Fire is a great song. I mean, you know, some great stuff on here. I Feel For You, you know, yeah.
That became a classic.
For more reasons than one.
Yeah. Right.
This Is My Night. Stronger Than Before, a great song.
Stronger Than Before, a great song.
But I Covered My Love Is Alive. I mean, I just liked the song. And he took it to heart when and they tracked it. And I felt compelled to go on and do it. Okay. Eye to Eye is good. La Flamme, Je m'appelle La Flamme. Ça c'est mon nom. That was what's his name? Keyboard player, I forget his name. Philippe Seiss.
Philippe.
He wrote good stuff and he was a good musician.
So
yes.
So the last album I want to ask you about is Come to My House.
That's the most yeah.
Prince.
Great. It's a great album. It's a great CD.
So how did that happen?
We just went in. Here's what happened. We went in the studio. He said, okay, you're going to write poems. So I wrote poems. And I gave him the lyrics. And the very next night, he had a melody, he had the music, he had everything ready. It was crazy. It was crazy. I've never worked with anybody like that since, you know, and...
I guess he didn't sleep that night, huh?
No, that's one of the nights he didn't sleep. One of the many nights he did not sleep. But he did this every night. He said, okay, we would just be talking, you know.
In the studio or at the house?
In the studio. We were in the studio talking. And then he said, and I'd say something, he said, oh, well, we need to write a song about, you know, when you were growing up. Write a song about God. Write a poem. Write a poem about, you know, you growing up. Write a poem about God. I Remember You was a poem about God.
That's a beautiful song.
So I wrote all these poems for him, you know, because I told him I used to write poetry when I was in school. That was one of my favorite things to do, was to write poems. And so when I said that, it opened up the floodgates, and that's what we did. I'd give him poems, and he'd come back the very next night with the music ready, and I just put the stuff down like that. We finished that whole CD in 2 weeks' time.
I remember when you left and went to Minneapolis, and he took you off the road for a few months.
Yeah, well.
And paid you. And
yeah, he did.
Yeah, and you
guys
took
care of me, and he handled it.
Yeah, he handled it. So it was you and he and Larry Graham.
Yep.
Democracy.
Democracy. Democracy or democracy.
Yeah, democracy.
Yeah. That didn't make it on the CD, did it? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Ooh, no. Yeah. Yeah, it did.
So the process of working with Prince, was a bit of a challenge?
No. It was the easiest thing in the world. I said, wow, this is going so smoothly. You know, I remember musing at that, you know, thinking, oh, this is going so smooth. You know, I said, I wonder how it's going to all turn out. And altogether, it was great because we worked like butter together. We just worked really well together.
Well, he respected you.
Well, I respected him too. We respected each other, yes. We had a mutual respect. And our art was out front. Our art was front and center in everything. You know, it was no drama, wasn't none of that, you know, really. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to speak of, you know?
Right.
That I couldn't handle that, but we kept it real good. We kept it real solid and real loving and very artistic.
Mm-hmm. Larry, how was it working with Larry?
Wonderful. Just the sweetest guy on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just a wonderful man still.
Mm-hmm.
I love him
Mm-hmm.
still very much. He's a great guy. We did hair. We
Oh my
tore that
God!
up. Yeah, we did a great job.
That was
with the hair.
funky. That was funky.
Mm-hmm.
That was funky.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna re-release that.
Yeah, we're working on it right now. Trying to figure out how we're gonna do it.
Would
I got so much stuff.
Would that be a part of the box set or just
Yeah,
a
I'm
separate?
sure it will be. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, all going well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2 more questions.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Yeah, 2 more questions. What people don't know is that you have a doctorate from Berkeley.
Oh, yeah.
And
I don't even read music. I couldn't read Mary Had a Little Lamb if you put it in front of me.
It's not about that.
No, it's not. Okay, good.
And to be honest with you, you probably should be referred to as Dr. Chaka Khan.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Why would I add Dr. Chaka Khan on my name?
Because it's true.
I'm not a doctor. That's why I don't have patience. I have no patience. That's why I'm not a doctor.
Dr. Khan. Dr. Khan.
I'm not gonna ask nobody to put doctor.
No. But if somebody said Dr. Khan to you, would it throw you off?
No, I'm not thrown off.
Okay.
By it. No, you know, but because I use that all the time. I say I have no patience.
Yes.
That's why I'm not a doctor. It's the truth to that.
Yes, I know.
But it's I think that it's more. Because I know what was going on at Berkeley, that Arif was teaching classes there, and his son was going there to school, and they were using a lot of our songs in the curriculum. Now that is meaningful to me.
Yeah,
that's more meaningful to me than all the doctorates. The fact that kids were using my stuff, as templates.
But it's a crazy, beautiful accomplishment that most people don't get because of your life experiences and the time and the work you put in. You became a master at your craft. So you studied, and they studied you, and that's how the doctorate came.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and you well deserved. Well deserved.
Thank you. From you. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. But so what is it? 10, 11 Grammys?
10, 11.
Yeah. And then the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But to me, knowing you is that you appreciate all that, but that has nothing to do with you.
I didn't become a singer, or I didn't become an artist. I'm not my artistic stuff. It's not. Nothing's holding that up, but my voice and what I am.
And your spirit.
My spirit, right? That's what's important. That's what's holding that up. Not how many awards, how many flowers I've gotten, and stuff like that, which is lovely. But it doesn't define me.
Yeah.
Stuff does not define me, unfortunately. Some people.
Yeah, some people, yeah.
It does. It defines a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it does not define me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't become an artist with that stuff in mind. None of it. None of it. And I'm still surprised when I get anything.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, this is the comment is like, wait a minute, you don't know who you are? Of course you know who you are, but
I know who I am. I know who I really am. I really
that
do.
part.
Yeah, I really, really do.
Yeah. But very few people know that part of you. Would you say?
And I'm one of the few people that
I'm one of the few people that know who I am.
That stuff, yeah.
That know.
I know myself sparsely. In depth. enough to
Enough.
say that, yeah, I know.
I think I know myself.
I know myself.
Okay. So the last question is probably one of the deepest questions.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What does love mean to you and for you?
Well, love means everything. It's the base. It's the foundation for what I do, who I am, and for us, for what. I mean, it. It has to be. We wouldn't be sitting here talking and alive if there was not a love for something that is our true food, our spiritual food. Love is a spiritual cook.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It cooks the spiritual food that we eat. And it's that important.
That makes you a healer.
Yeah, it makes you lots of things.
Yeah.
Makes you a lot of good things, a lot of pleasant and some unpleasant things, I'm sure, for some people. But nonetheless, it makes you.
So you know that you have this aura vibe about you that people are attracted to you not because of the talent, but there's this thing about you that people want to talk to you. Women want to talk to you. Men, want to know you. Does that ever get overwhelming to the point like, you know what, I don't, I wish I had the attention, but I didn't. I don't wish I had the fame.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because that fake fame stuff. What the fame thing is. It is what it sounds like. It's a 4-letter word. It's FAME, yeah, and it's about that. It's not anything. You can't build on that. It's just it's like it's more of like a it's something like makeup, as opposed to the real person. The person,
something that you put on.
Yes, that's what fame is, and sometimes you don't feel like putting on makeup. Most of the time, I don't want to put on makeup. I don't do nothing. And but that's just part of life anyway. I mean, you don't want to, sometimes you may not want to get dressed at all, but you got to put on clothes to go outside.
Right.
Or else, some things might happen to you that you're not ready for. So a lot of stuff, some of it's based on common sense, some of it's not. But it just is. So you just have to deal with it sometimes.
Right.
Or you can choose not to deal with it. You can move into the boondocks. So you don't have to deal with it a lot.
Right. Right.
Once in a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can choose when. Really, when you have to deal with it and to what degree. And that's a nice thing.
It's a nice thing.
Yeah.
I remember we would go out once in a while and it's like, can we just have a meal?
People walk up to you and say, I hate to disturb you while you're having your meal. I just thought, then don't. If you truly hate it, then don't do it.
They're so compelled because it's like, oh my God, it's Chaka Khan. And it's like, oh.
How about a woman trying to eat some motherfucking food? Some dinner. How about maybe she's hungry? Sorry about that.
Can I just do this for a minute?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can I just get this pizza down my throat a little bit? Yeah.
But I get it. I'm not like that. I would never be like that. I'm not that kind of person.
Is there anybody that would
Google over or just go flip over myself? No. Trip on? No. Because I know this is a person. It's a human being. It's a person.
No one.
Nobody. Why?
Okay.
I think that's, but no, I'm not a fame girl. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
made for this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's not why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not the reason. It's not any of my reasons. It's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But
Okay.
if people love me because they see something or sense something about me,
Yes.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Sense this too,
Mm-hmm.
that I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah. At this
I want to eat my dinner. I came to this restaurant,
Yeah.
to eat, but I don't usually go out. So,
Yeah.
I pick my battles.
Yeah.
That stuff.
I remember.
I really do. I really do get to pick my battles.
Tammy, we were out at Toys R Us for Christmas.
Oh, really? Shop for the kids?
Yes. And walking through the aisles is like people like dropping toys. It's like, was that Chaka Khan?
It's like, you have to fight to be Santa Claus. That's a drag.
You fight to be Santa.
Fight to be Santa.
Santa Claus. Yeah.
Yeah. It happens a lot.
Privacy.
Privacy, yeah. And I adore private life, my privacy. And I do snatch it up too.
Yeah.
Wherever I am.
Yeah. So that's why you live where you live now.
Right.
For privacy. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful, wonderful part 2 talking to Chaka Khan, and just a wonderful, wonderful spirit, wonderful voice, wonderful earth talent that we have on. So wherever she is, please support the sister and go out see her concerts. And her records are still selling all over the world. And, we just want to give her love, support, and send her light. Chaka, thank you so much for joining us.
Chann. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this
is
always a good one. Always a good one. So everybody, until next time, I will see you later on. God bless.